Hey, what's up, you guys? Okay, so I'd like to make this video on Lord Belial. Thank you, Lord Belial, for all that you do. So, for myself, I was led to Lord Belial through Lucifer about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, about 4 years ago though. And this is where my workings with Belial started. So as I was working with Lucifer, Lucifer would delegate to me different spirits to work with. So he led me to King Paimon. I worked with King Paimon for a while, probably around like 3 months. And then at some point, Lucifer delegated me to Azazel. And then I started working with Azazel. And little did I know that that would wrap me up into working with Belial. Because in the beginning, it was funny. Belial was the first sigil that I drew, but he wasn't the first being that I worked with. So this shows that he had a heavy connection to me, or an affinity for me in some way. He took me under his wing. And even though I was working with King Paimon, I was working with Azazel, I was working heavily with Azazel, Belial also saw me, and he was watching me. He was watching me in the background as I studied, as I meditated. He was watching the way that I work, the way that I do things. And he approached me at one point. I was led to him, but the moment that I was led to him, he came to me. And he was showing me who he was as a being. Because there's so many ways in which people perceive him and perceive his being, but yet they do not understand his being because they don't choose to see it for what it is. A lot of us within the occult are masked with illusions, especially from our upbringing, the societal structure, whether you went to school or you've been through governmental systems in some way, the courts, right? He's seen us since day one. He's seen what they're doing to us as well. Belial does not like those that control the children of darkness. Belial does not like those that pose and impose fake control over others, those that hold fake power over others. Belial is a being of immense power, of immense strength. Many don't know immense beauty. He's a beautiful being to work with that will help you to step into your strength. And most importantly, he will teach you what it is, what it means to embrace self-sacrifice. He will teach you to sacrifice all those things no longer serving you in your life. And it will teach you why. He teaches you the art of sacrifice, because that's what it is. It's an art form. We are always sacrificing the old in order to embrace the new, in order to embrace the real and the true. This is what Belial has taught me, is that when we don't sacrifice our old life in order to embrace a new life, then merely we're staying in that life. We're staying in that old life. But what is needed is for us to dissolve our ego, to dissolve what we perceive ourselves to be, because that's what keeps us in the past. But no longer are we held or bound to the past for what it was. For a quote by Alan Watts, I don't have to be who I was 5 minutes ago, right? I don't have to be who I was 5 minutes ago. Instead, I can choose to be whoever I desire right now and in this moment in order to build my empire. Because if you were someone that wasn't searching for so much, you didn't have a big purpose, you felt. You didn't feel as if you didn't know exactly where you were going. The thing is, this is the most perfect moment to work with Belial. You can work with him to create a plan of action so that as you've let go of the things no longer serving you, you can now go forward into the future as a new being. But this is only achieved when you embrace that of self-sacrifice. So, what do I mean by, what is self-sacrifice? Self-sacrifice is when you are choosing to give up something in order to achieve something greater. So, say you want to be a businessman, you have money, but you don't know what to buy. What do I buy to build my business? What do I buy to better myself? Well, why not invest in a course, right? If you wish to get better at business, the more that you invest in your knowledge, your time, and understanding of this skill, of this craft, this art form in some ways, the more that you invest your time, right? That's a sacrifice, time. We don't get that back. And your resource. Your resource. So what are your resources? This is your abundance. This is your wealth. Maybe you haven't created a business yet and you have low resource or almost no resource. That's when you start to fund your projects with your time and with your energy. So you put time and energy into these projects, and then maybe you contrive a small amount of abundance. Put this back into your business. Put this back into everything that you are doing. And it is from that you will gain mass amounts of clarity for the projects in which you wish to pursue. But if you do not give back, right? So say you make $1,000 with your business, but you're not putting that back into your business. Your business isn't growing. You're not sacrificing the money. Money is fast nowadays. You need to sacrifice the money. You need to sacrifice it, right? Give it as an offering to Belial, and then go spend it on knowledge, wisdom, power in some way. Because when you go spend it on a course to learn business, go spend it on a course to learn magic, go spend it on a hour-long consultation with a businessman, with maybe a tarot card reader to understand where you should go spiritually with it. Even hiring a financial advisor and just talking to them about economics and abundance and ways of making money and contriving money. There's many things, or as well, even just hiring an occultist such as myself to understand how you can work with Belial to build business, right? I give hour-long consultations, and then as well all my spell work and everything is down below. Just throwing that out there. You can email me at OccultcatTv@gmail.com, and I will gladly respond to you as quick as I'm able to. So, the more that you invest in yourself, you're sacrificing that which no longer serves you. There's friends that want hours of your time to hang out with you and almost do nothing. You can hang out and do nothing, or you can hang out and make money. You can hang out and spiritually ascend. This is another aspect of self-sacrifice. Your time, everything that you do with it, it's not until we start to build business, until we start to make money for ourselves, do we understand how important and how valuable time is. I heard this actually the other day from a YouTuber named Mr. Beast. Shout out to Mr. Beast. He was actually talking about how, why would I go on a date with just some chick or just hang out with someone for almost no reason when I could make $100,000 in an hour from making a video, right? When you have this mindset, when you are this elevated or this high up in life, this is when you start to understand why time is so valuable. You can do so much with time. The thing is, there's people that will think a thought and then they have maybe that's a $10 thought, a $100 thought. They still thought it. They thought it in that moment, they acted on it, and they did it. So they contrived that abundance within that hour. Everyone's like, oh, $100, that's nothing. But yet there's people making $15 an hour, working their slave job, working at their 9 to 5. So if you can find some form, some way to liberate yourself making $100 an hour, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you take that chance? Why wouldn't you take that opportunity? Because if you can be paid for a service in which you're good at, right? Maybe you're an artist, a painter, a musician, an editor. Also, I'm looking for an editor. If anyone, like email me your stuff, show me what you've edited, and then I'll consider it. So there's all these ways to create abundance in our society at the moment, especially monetizing the internet, being able to monetize what we're good at. When I look back in the day, when it came to a spellcaster, a tarot card reader, a medium, people would search for these people, trying to find them. And now for myself, I'm just online giving my services, being able to make hundreds of dollars a day, even thousands of dollars a day at times. And that's because I'm able to put myself out there online. We have YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. We have all these forms of social media. On top of that, now we have Cash App, we have PayPal, we have Venmo, we have websites, Stripe, right? All these forms of payment. The thing is, now with my phone, I can just be paid $50 an hour for either something like working with a client or $100 an hour. Either working with a client and helping them to better understand themselves, then $100 is just sent to my account, right? And also $100 leaves theirs, because that's the giving and the receiving. When it comes to my services, even to hire me or hire anybody else for that nature, whether it be a tarot card reader, a diviner, an occultist, such as myself, the thing is, we're giving you our time. We're giving you our energy. I know that for myself, I'm able to manifest mass amounts of abundance and wealth for people because I have. So the thing is, I look at my time based off what I've been able to gain, what I've been able to do, and then from that I create my prices. So that's me giving wisdom for abundance. The thing is, at the end of the day, which is more powerful? Which is more potent? Wisdom. Wisdom will always be more powerful than abundance, because with wisdom, you gain abundance. So the more wise I am, the more abundant that I become, because I have the knowledge for other people that is needed. So when it comes to all of that, know that working with Belial, you will gain a lot. You will be very grounded by him. But at the same time, he will bring up a lot of shadow work. He will bring up a lot of things to you that you haven't been working on. And then all this is to show you that you still need to have work. You still have work. You still need to work on yourself. It's not just about the physicality of life and mastering life and making money and building business. It's also about mastering yourself, mastering your mind, understanding who you are as well as your psychology. Because the more that you choose to embrace who you are, this is where you start to know thyself. Belial was one of the best, one of the greatest deities that I've worked with that has truly shown me how to know myself. Just as Lord Satan showed me how to master the earth, right? Belial is a lord of masters. And then as well, on top of that, he teaches you alchemy. Belial is a Lord that will teach you He'll teach you how to go within yourself and learn more about yourself and know who you are. Which again, this will bring up a lot of shadow work, but know that anything that comes up as you're working with Lord Belial, don't get mad at him, don't take it out on him, don't run kicking, don't be kicking and screaming as he's just trying to no, this is how we build business, this is how you ascend spiritually. Belial is there for you. He is the protector created by Hecate. Belial is under Hecate, just as Lucifer is under Hecate, but as well, Lucifer and Hecate are lovers that created and gave birth to the infernal divine, and as well, Lord Belial. So with that, Belial is the protector of the night side, and as well the children of darkness. So with that, guys, that is a video on Belial. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is OccultcatTv. I'm your host, O'Shea. As well, you can call me Atanu. So with that, guys, I hope you have a beautiful day. Peace and namaste. If you guys would like to hire me for a consultation, spellwork, divination, ritual in any way, that would be at OccultcatTv@gmail.com. Again, that is OccultcatTv@gmail.com. Everything down below. Have a good one, guys. Peace.